All right, BYU and Arkansas. We've got Arkansas 9.5-point home favorites, 52.5 the total. The offense for BYU is definitely a work in progress. I'm not the biggest Keaton Slovis fan. I don't think you are either, Connor. I got to see more of it, especially going on the road here, what kind of damage they can do. They didn't really move the ball at all against Sam Houston State, 14 points. Although Sam Houston, as I mentioned earlier, they're pretty damn good defense. Yeah, they put up 41 against Southern Utah. We'll see how they fare here against Arkansas. It is worth noting they did move the ball, but again, last year it was it was Jaron Hall at quarterback for BYU, of course, has moved on to the NFL, 52-35. Arkansas, when these teams met each other last year. Something tells me we're not going to get that same amount of points this year. You look at Arkansas, very, very lethargic performance against a really bad Kent State team. Never sniffed a point spread cover. 38-point favorites win 28-6. It took a while for the offense to get rolling. That game was only 14-3 at halftime. KJ Jefferson and even the run game. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers here. AJ Green, 15 carries to only get 82 yards. It's not great when you're having that much of a struggle to run the football against Kent State going into this game. So, yeah, last year it was all Arkansas. And this year I probably would still lean with them, but I don't necessarily think Arkansas is nearly as good this year for what we've seen the last couple of years. And say what you will about how I'm not the biggest Keaton Slovis fan or what I'm seeing from the offense for BYU, but defense might be pretty good, pretty solid. And could it keep them in the game against an Arkansas team that, struggled offensively to pull away at home against Kent State? It's not exactly like I'm trusting them to pull away at home against, say what you will about BYU. They're at least leaps and bounds ahead of Kent State. So not likely to lay the points here with Arkansas, but probably not BYU for me either. So pass for me, it likely is going to be the case. What do you think here, Connor?
Yeah, it's one like you're talking about. Just I don't know these teams well enough. I haven't seen enough out of them. But basically, Arkansas plays 2 cupcakes. I do know, this is up there at 10, but I'd lean Arkansas. As long as they have Jefferson at quarterback, I want him over Keaton Slovis for sure. And yeah, do we get a lower scoring game? The BYU, you mentioned in a couple there, that first game against Sam Houston. But I kind of lean over here at this number. There's not going to be maybe as many points last year, but I want to look into the total a little bit more. And I lean Arkansas, but I doubt I bet it.
Arkansas is only averaging 4.7 yards per play. That really concerns me. The problem for BYU is they are only averaging 3.9 yards per play, which is even worse.
It's a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
hard reads right now.
Yeah, both of these teams have been less than impressive early on the first 2 games, but I still lean Arkansas just because I have more faith in them at home as opposed to BYU on the road, but not sure I'll get involved.